Good morning, real estate investors. This is Ari Miller, your friendly Philadelphia property manager. Wanted to talk a little bit today about lead certifications or lead in general. I think everyone knows, I hope everyone knows, that every property built before 1978 needs to be tested for lead once every 4 years. Not only does that need to happen, you need to upload those results for the City of Philadelphia's website. Not only does that need to happen, you need to send those results to the tenant in writing and make sure they got them. And you need to make sure that you can prove that. But that's not what I'm talking about today, because I hope everyone knows that. I'm going to talk about what happens if sometime after the fact the property gets banged up, there's a leak, a dog starts to bite the paint, a kid eats the paint, and they test positive for lead. So what's happening now is at that point, the city is getting involved. They're coming out to test the property for lead. If the property tests lead positive at this point, you're in a whole different ball game, a whole different set of procedures. At this point, what you need to do, you cannot just go remediate the lead paint. And you cannot just go send a regular lead tester in. What you need to do is get someone who's certified with the City of Philadelphia for remediation of lead paint to do the work. By the way, there's only 11 such people in the City of Philadelphia. So you need to find one of them. The cost is going to be much more than it would be if you sent your own handyman or maintenance people, but it doesn't make a difference. You need to do it. There is grant money available in certain circumstances for remediation, but I would expect the cost to be much more than it would ordinarily. Sometimes the tenants need to be relocated during this process, which you have to pay for. This is just what it is. Now, if you do this thing, you will be okay. If you do not, oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, during this process, you're not entitled to collect rent. So don't ask the tenant about rent. It doesn't make a difference. They were behind in rent before. You basically stop. They are not entitled to pay rent during this process. They don't have to pay rent, and don't even ask for it. And certainly you can't evict. Okay, now, if you do this, you should be good. Then you'll get it, the city will come back out and they'll test it again, and you will get lead clearance, and then everything is just wonderful. What happens if you don't do this? What happens if you either don't know who to call, if you forget to call, if the dog ate you the paperwork, if you can't find who to call, if the tenant's not letting them in? You got a major problem. The city is issuing heavy fines for landlords that are not in compliance. When I say heavy fines, I don't mean $100 or $1,000 or probably even $10,000. They're issuing $50,000, $100,000 fines. It is extremely, it's a lot of money. So either way, this is a hot button issue. You don't want to mess around with it. You want to get in compliance, and good luck out there.